All right, guys, this is the start. Thank you so much for listening. Right now, this is the very first official episode of the revamped version of Oasis. And this is pretty much an icebreaker episode. This is kind of a getting to know us episode kind of thing. So, what we're going to do is we have a few icebreaker questions pulled up here in front of us. We are just going to go back and forth reading off the questions. Just a little bit of a laid back episode right now. You guys can kick back if you're just listening to it while you're just chilling at work, if you're on the way to work, whatever it is you may be doing, just kick back, relax, listen to us for a little bit. Just some random questions, kind of getting to know each other. As we previously mentioned, my name is Roderick.
I'm Emily.
And welcome to Oasis again. Thank you so much for listening. This podcast is going to be a lot of things. It's just going to be us really just trying to talk about a lot of different topics that aren't talked about a lot, kind of like a voice for the voiceless kind of situation. And also just really something that's like a feel-good kind of podcast also. So, are you ready? You ready to get started?
Yeah, I do want to tell everybody, though, to make sure that you're listening to the first episode that we had. Kind of like the pre-first episode that kind of just quickly introduced us. So if you haven't listened to that, pause and go listen to it.
It's not that long. It's probably like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think it's like 5 to 6 minutes. It's not long.
Yeah, not at all. That's cool. All right, but let's go ahead and get started. There's a bunch of different questions here. I'm going to just pick a random one, and we're just going to go. Okay?
There's 101 questions.
That's a lot. Let's do this
And
one.
I haven't even looked at them all yet.
Okay, let's start with this one. As a child, what did you aim to be when you grew up? What was your dream career as a child?
Funny enough, when I wanted to be when I grew up was a cosmetologist.
That's kind of funny because you have your hair license.
Yeah, I
So
am
technically,
a cosmetologist.
so technically, legally, you are a cosmetologist.
Yeah, legally, I'm a
Yeah,
cosmetologist.
I'm just saying you have your license, so legally, you actually achieved your childhood dream.
Yep, when I was a kid, that's always what I wanted to be when I grew up was a hairdresser. Always messing with like people's hair, always straightening, curling all my friends' hair.
Okay.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, so, like, why don't you do that no more?
Cosmetology has absolutely no money.
I could see that. A lot of based off commission kind of thing.
Yeah, based off commission. Tips was a big one. Then you got a booth rent. You got to buy all of your own product. And I mean, shears are not cheap. I think the shears that I own were like $1,500.
For a pair, I know they're called shears, but like for a pair of scissors,
Shears, yes.
$1,500.
Yeah,
That's insane.
yeah. They're made out of the same metal that samurai swords are made out of.
Are you shitting me? Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm dead ass.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's pretty
That's
cool,
pretty
and they
cool.
look cool too.
Okay. I'm pretty impressed, actually. It's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I like that. All right. Do you want me to answer back that question? You just want to go to another question?
Yeah, I actually want to know what you wanted to be when you grew up.
I want to be actually, I still would love to do this to this day. I would love to be an actor. I have a very big love for movies. If anyone knows me personally, everyone can vouch that I love movies. I love movies. I love entertainment. I love TV. I love all those things. I have a very big appreciation and love for voice acting as well. All those things are amazing. Just because you don't see the physical actor in the movie, if it's like an animated movie or an anime or something like that, or if they're doing like a voiceover or something, voice actors are working just as hard as actual physical actors are as well. It's really an amazing craft if you ever look into it. It's really insane. But yeah, I've always wanted to be an actor.
I can see you being an actor.
Yeah, I've always wanted to do that. I've always been the I've never been the class clown. I've never been that guy, but I've always been like I feel like I've always been the feel good kind of guy. And like sometimes I like that. So, yeah, definitely. All right, well, you're next up.
Do you think aliens exist?
Aliens 1000% exist. 100%. There's no ifs, ands, or buts on that. I truly believe we are not alone in this world. I think it would be naive to say that we are. I think we've only scratched the surface as finding out the planets in our solar system. I think there's definitely life elsewhere. I think there's even life elsewhere in our solar system, honestly.
I definitely think there's another Earth.
You think so?
Like, people are probably doing, like, the same thing that we're doing.
So you think Roderick and Emily in another world are recording a podcast right now?
100%.
Interesting.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
I wonder what they. I wonder what they named it. That'd be interesting.
I don't know. We should talk to him one day.
I'd love to communicate with him, but also I'll be scared because if his life is anything different than mine, I'm gonna be like, man, what's going on in your life, man? Life over here sucks. Life over here sucks sometimes. So I wonder what's going on in your life.
Yeah.
All right. What about you?
What?
Did you forget what you asked me?
Oh, do aliens exist?
Yes. Yes. Do aliens exist?
Yeah, I think aliens exist, and it's such a crazy topic because that's kind of what's happening now. Like, people are talking about aliens being on Earth, like
right now,
right as you're listening. You know, like, I think, yeah, 100%. I think aliens exist. I think they're walking around with us, just trying to get us to be smarter so they can invade us. We're still working on it.
I think if there's aliens truly walking around right now, they are definitely scoping out Earth. They are definitely seeing what they can do to us to break us down.
They're seeing our weakness, for sure.
It's gonna be bad. We're losing. We're losing that fight 1,000,000%. There's nothing we can do. There's
absolutely
nothing.
Not.
Nothing we can do. All right. If you can get, if you ever got a time machine, would you go back in time or to the future?
That's a hard one.
Yeah.
I don't want to know my future.
At all.
Mm-mm.
So let me.
If someone gave me the opportunity to see my life 15 years in advance, I wouldn't take it.
So, let's say future, would you see? So it's still you don't see your personal future. Would you see future in general?
No, because I would be afraid what I would see.
Okay.
You know, let's just say 15 years in the future, Earth has flying cars and everyone breathes through water or something. Like, I don't want to see it. I don't want to know that.
Okay.
I want to be surprised every single day of what my life is going to be like.
If we're breathing in water in 15 years, there's a huge technological advancement.
Yeah. Do you remember that Jonas Brothers song?
No.
The year 3000? When
I heard
everyone
it, but
lived underwater?
I heard it, but I wasn't a big Jonas Brothers fan.
Hey.
I wasn't a big Jonas Brothers fan. Sorry. I'm not a big Jonas Brothers fan. I thought they were kind of trash when I was a kid. So, but you know what? Then again, maybe I was just a boy. Boys don't really like boy bands often. That's more of a girl thing.
I think they secretly liked boy bands, but of course they couldn't tell anybody.
I fuck with Big Time Rush. Just so we're.
They're on tour right now.
I know they are. I fuck with Big Time Rush heavily. If they're listening, you guys are fucking incredible. But
I loved their show.
Their show was great. Their show was so good. Their show was amazing. For me, I would definitely go to the future. I'm not going back in time because our history in America is terrifying. Our past history in America is terrifying.
You wouldn't even go back to, like, your own personal.
I don't want to see nothing I've been through.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it. Because to me, you're just reliving times you can't go back to. I'd rather... See, to me, the future can be changed. Because there might be a few different things you could do to prevent that future. Of course, you might fuck a few things up because there's movies talking about why you don't do that. But,
Exactly.
like, to me, the past is just like, what if I go back to a time that made me happy, but I can't get that back? So what am I really doing besides just hurting myself?
But what if you go into the future and you see something that you don't want to see, that you know you can't change?
What if I could change it?
But what if you couldn't? That's the scary part, is like, what if there's something absolutely that you know you can't change, and it's just a matter of time, and then you know when it's going to happen, and for those, like, you know, as it gets closer, you start freaking out more and more and more.
That's interesting. That kind of reminds me of... Sorry, I'm gonna be a nerd for a second. It kind of reminds me of The Flash. There's a story with The Flash called Flashpoint. So pretty much the origin of The Flash is his mom gets killed by something he can't explain. So he ultimately goes back in time to save his mom, but not knowing that by saving his mom, he actually disrupts a lot of things in the future that cause a lot of things to not happen. It caused a lot of other things to happen that shouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
So kind of like so definitely, I truly believe in cause and effect. I believe in cause and effect very
100%.
heavily. So yeah, I get what you're saying. I mean, I would like to see the future in some way, shape, or form, but also at the same time, if I see something that I know I can't stop, it's just going to be an inevitable. Well, fuck, pretty much for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, over to you. Tag.
Let's see. What is one thing most people don't know about you?
Most people don't know about me. That's kind of hard because I feel like I'm such a open book with everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and just drop a few facts. Honestly, I have a 3-year-old daughter. I almost said two because technically she's not 3 yet. I have a 3-year-old daughter. I play saxophone. I'm a huge fan of all kinds of music. You'll probably see me and assume I do A, B, and C. When in reality, one, you'll probably see me thinking this guy play football. I ain't played football a day in my life. I am a massive nerd. It is anime, superheroes, all those good things over here. Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, I don't really know what a lot I can talk about, really, just because I feel like I'm such an open book that like everyone pretty much knows everything about me. Like, I had a country phase at one point when I was in like freshman sophomore year. I had a massive country phase where I was just listening to nothing but country music and wear a camo. It felt really odd to do that. I'll probably never do that again. Just so we're aware, I'll probably never do that again. Had a little emo phase in 7th grade. Nothing but Disturbed, the Slipknot on my MP3 player.
Wow.
MP3 player, yeah.
That's definitely something I would not know about you.
Yeah. So, Misery Business was like my favorite song in 7th grade.
Still a good song.
It's an amazing song. I love that song. But, yeah, that's pretty much everything about me in a nutshell, really. Something that people wouldn't know about you.
I don't know. I'm kind of like you. Like, I'm an open book for the most part. There's not a lot of things that I'm not willing to tell people about my life. If you know me, you know I have a son. Mm-hmm. He's 5. He is an absolute handful. But I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't know.
Okay.
There's not a lot of things people don't know about me.
Yeah, I'm just an open book, like,
yeah.
For real. Like, if you just talk to me in general, you'll probably learn a million things about me in a little bit of time we talk.
I mean, I definitely have walls up to where, like, mm-hmm. some things, like, people just don't need to know about me.
Yeah.
Unless, like, you are in a relationship with me, then I would probably have to tell you about some stuff. But other than that, I don't care what people know about me because I don't care what people think about me.
Yeah. I respect that.
I'm one of them people who you can say all you want about me and I'm just not gonna care. So I don't care if people know anything about me.
That's great. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay. Let's dive a little deeper.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm gonna save that question. Would you choose to be stinking rich and live 500 years ago, or be middle class today?
Well,
middle class is such a gray area too.
It really is. Middle class is such like you don't get the benefits from being poor, and you don't get all the good stuff from being rich.
Yeah.
But also 500 years ago, did women even have were women even women back then, or was it mostly like cavemen? Like, I'm gonna sound real stupid, but
no, you don't sound stupid because let's think about it like this: 500 years ago, slavery was barely even 100 years ago. I think, if my math is right. Actually, it might be a little over 100 years ago. We both probably sound stupid, to be honest with you, but at least,
so let's do 50 years.
50 years, okay, 50 years. Okay, so if we're going based off that, which one would you do?
I would be middle class today. Because 50 years ago, women had no rights.
Okay, fair enough.
No rights. I could be stinking rich and I wouldn't see a dime of that money.
Okay.
My husband would. And I will be damned if I'm rich and someone gets to spend my money.
Fair enough. I respect it.
So I would choose to be middle class today.
Middle class today. All right. All right. I respect it. For me, let me tell you something. If you guys don't know, I'm a black man. 50 years ago, they don't give excuse my language, they don't give a fuck how much money I would have had 50 years ago. They are not taking a dollar from me. Nothing. So I'm being middle class today, and even then I'm still going to get looked at like I'm funny. So, yeah, we're definitely going to be middle class today. And just so we're all aware, the definition of middle class is very terrible. It's very awful with inflation and everything going on right now. I think the definition of middle class is awful, but I'd rather be middle class today than be rich 50 years ago and just be going through all the hardships and stuff. Just so we're aware. All right.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So, it's on you.
Okay, I have a good one.
All right.
If you can have an unlimited supply of something for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Is money off that list?
Yeah, no money.
No money, just it has to be something?
Yeah.
Unlimited supply of something?
Yeah.
Ooh, an unlimited supply of something?
Like, it could be
anything.
But money.
Anything but money.
Yeah, no money.
I don't really know because, like, there's a lot of, you know what? Cereal.
Cereal? Okay.
I love cereal. Cereal's great. I eat cereal dry, just straight out the bowl. I put milk in it. I'm a cereal fanatic. Cereal is amazing.
Have you ever put orange juice in your cereal?
That's a thing?
I've saw it on TikTok. People do that.
I have orange juice in there.
You should try it.
We might have to try that.
You might have to try that.
You wouldn't take a bite?
Nope.
Why?
Sure
Why
would.
not? You should take a bite.
I don't like orange juice.
You don't like orange juice?
Oh, that's a fun fact nobody knows about me. There you go. I don't like orange juice.
Oh, fun fact. I don't like tea.
Me either.
Tea is foul.
Yeah.
Don't at me either. Tea is disgusting.
Yeah.
There's no changing my mind on it.
There's no amount of sweet you can put in that tea.
I don't care how sweet it is.
I'm not drinking it.
I don't care how sweet it is. I'm not drinking tea. Tea is foul. So yeah, cereal for me. What about you?
I would probably say gas for my car.
Okay.
Yeah.
The way you be traveling and want to go out of town all the time, I could see that.
Yeah.
That would save you a lot of money. That would save you a lot of money.
I absolutely love to travel. So unlimited gas for my car would be good. Because, I mean, you could spend a lot of money in gas very easily.
And gas is still going up. The gas is just still going up and up. So
yeah, and if you go to an area where it's very populated, the gas is just going to go even more.
Yeah, it just be higher. Okay, cool. All right. If you were left on an island with either your worst enemy or no one, which one would you choose, and why?
If I'm being 100% honest, I would probably still want to be there with my worst enemy.
I respect it.
Because the thought of being alone on an island is absolutely terrifying, to the point where I don't care who I'm with. I just want someone there with me. And if that happens to be my worst enemy, then we don't have to stand together. We don't have to talk to each other. But at least I can look down the beach and you'll be sitting right there with me.
Fair enough.
If I'm going down, you're going down with me.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay.
What about you?
Definitely my worst enemy. So I'm newly single, and being in this apartment by myself kind of drives me a little stir crazy sometimes. So, and like, let me tell y'all something. You have never been alone till you're alone. Yeah. And being alone is kind of a frightening thing, and I don't think many people in the world have done it. Like, legit, like, it's different being alone for a few hours than being alone day to day to day. It's a very, very different vibe. It's very, very different, and sometimes it's depressing. So, yeah, I would definitely rather be over there with my worst enemy, because if we're throwing hands, at least we're together. If we're, like you said, if I'm going out, you're going out with me.
Exactly.
You best believe if you're going to try to kill me, I'm going to kill you. We're going out together, I guess.
I wasn't going to go that far.
If it's my worst enemy, he's going to try to kill me most likely.
Well, you never know. You might as well just make amends if you know that you're both just going to die.
I guess it depends on who it is, I guess.
That is true.
It depends on who it is.
Because there are some people, there's no way I can make amends with them.
Yeah, see? All right. Your turn. Tag.
Okay. Would you prefer to have a rewind button or a pause button on your life?
So when we say pause,
Like the movie Click.
oh god. First off, it's an amazing movie. I love that movie so much. Um, rewind or pause? I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with pause because I like to just, I'm a huge advocate for the past is the past. Kind of leave it there. I don't want to feel like I have to keep resorting to the past to make any type of like I don't want to feel like I have to keep resorting to the past in order to validate myself or feel some type of validation from my past, because like you can look at your past and be like, ooh, I've came this far, look where I am now. You might be in a bad position, but if you were in bad positions in the past, you know that you're going to get out of them. So I don't want to look back to that. I want to be able to look forward, and if I want to pause to be able to look around to see what I do have, I want to do that.
Yeah.
What about you?
Um, I think I would choose the rewind button.
Okay.
Just because there has been so many times that I have done or said something, and then that moment that it comes out of my mouth, I'm just like, I shouldn't have said that. Like, there has been so many times where I'm just like, I wish I could have taken what I just did or what I just said back.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely think that I would probably choose a rewind button, even if it was like 5 seconds. Like,
Okay.
I don't need a rewind like to the next day. Just like give me like 5 seconds, let me get my head on straight, and then like we can play.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Let's see what else we got. We'll do a few more. Hope you guys are loving this so far. Thank you so much for listening. Let's see. Name one trashy movie you secretly like, and why. Even if it's not trashy, maybe cringy.
I don't know.
You don't know no movie that's like, damn, this movie's kind of cringy, but I like it.
No.
No movie at all.
All of my movies that I like are good movies.
Every single one. You don't like one cringy movie at all.
If I did like a cringy movie, I could not sit here and think about it on the top of my head.
Okay.
Like, my all-time favorite movie is Footloose.
Okay.
100%. But I don't think that's a cringy movie.
It's not.
Now, if you don't like, I guess, like, I don't think Footloose is really a musical, but it definitely has a lot of music and
elements.
dancing.
There's music elements to it, but I wouldn't consider it a musical.
Would you consider like Mary Poppins cringy?
No.
Have you ever heard, and I might be alone on this one, we could have 1,000 listeners, and I guarantee you I'm probably the only one that's going to know this movie. It is called Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Yeah.
You know the movie?
Yes, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Yes, I know Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
I used to watch that movie. I used to come home sick from elementary school, and I used to watch that movie, and I used to want a flying car so bad.
Yes, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is a classic.
My own little ballerina dancer. Like, I used to want all of that. I would literally play sick, and I hope my mom's not listening right now, because I used to play sick and make myself throw up in school bathroom just so I could come home, and she would have to make sure that cassette tape is rewinded so I could sit there and I could watch it. Now, if you really, that is a cringy movie.
Looking back, that's a very cringy movie.
Like, if I watched it now,
You'd be
I
like,
would
ugh.
be like, what the heck were y'all, like, letting me watch? Like,
yeah. Okay.
But that was a good movie. I guess I consider that one.
Okay.
I'll consider that one.
Fair. Okay. Okay, for me, and I don't care what anyone thinks of me either. You can at me all you want.
Okay.
I don't care. I love the Twilight movies.
Oh,
I don't care. I love the Twilight movies. Team Jacob, by the way.
You know who you would get along with so well?
Who?
My friend Layla.
Yeah.
She is absolutely obsessed with the Twilight movies. And actually, my friend Mallory is also obsessed with the...
Yeah.
I don't think she's as obsessed. Like, my friend Layla has, like, decor still. And she talks about Twilight all the time. And I have to kind of sometimes, like, make her slow down because I'm just like... I'm not into them like that.
Yeah.
Now, I will say me and my mom went to every single Twilight movie on opening night. We
I
were
was
there
there.
like an hour early
I was
in
there.
line.
Me and my sisters, I was there. Don't worry. I was there.
And so I watched them, but I mean, Layla and Mallory are on a different level, and they say things, and they have these puns that go with the movies, and I'm just like, I don't know what y'all are talking about. Y'all are talking like way advanced. I don't know what you're talking about, so you're gonna have to kind of dumb it down for somebody who doesn't know the Twilight movies like y'all. Like, it's absolutely insane. They're probably judging me hardcore and rolling their eyes right now. But
look, the movies are fire. Okay, if you can get past the first movie, you'll like the rest of them. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, the first movie is terrible.
The first movie is hard to get through.
That movie is awful, bro. I don't know why they thought that. The acting was garbage. There's no way to go around the acting in that movie. Now, I will say the soundtrack was fire. The soundtrack was fire to that movie. But overall, the stories are cool. Like, I love the story behind the whole thing of it. It's all fire. They're cringy ass movies, but you know what? I love them. Don't at me. You got any more questions?
I actually have one more question.
Okay.
Would you rather say everything on your mind or never speak again?
You know, I spent years of my life not saying much, just afraid of confrontation, definitely afraid of what could happen, afraid of arguing and fighting and things like that. And I've become so comfortable with myself now that I'm going to say what's on my mind. I want to be able to speak for myself and say what's on my mind now. So, I mean, that's completely okay with me. I'm definitely going with that. What about you?
Well, okay, here's the thing. I already speak what's on my mind. So I guess that would be my answer, is say everything on my mind, because I have no filter when it comes. I'm a very blunt person. This is how it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything for you, because I think too many people do that. And then they expect everyone to sugarcoat everything for you.
Yeah.
I don't sugarcoat anything.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear, because I'm afraid that it's going to hurt your feelings. I much rather hurt your feelings with the truth than to help you with a lie.
That's
like,
fair.
I'm not going to do
That's
it.
fair. That's fair.
And that's why I don't have many friends. Because people don't like that. That's why I'm very, very glad with the friend group that I have, because they know how blunt I am and they know how honest I am, and they actually love it.
Yeah, people nowadays have very fragile egos, and some people, that whole expression, you can't handle the truth, is very real nowadays. Some people legit can't handle it.
Very rare. And when people tell you the truth and you don't like it, you get your feelings hurt, and then you play victim, and it's just...
Yeah, it's not it.
Yeah, no. It's not the vibe.
At all. All right. This is the one I was actually going to ask you earlier. What is your biggest turnoff in a man or a woman?
My biggest turnoff.
What can a man or a woman do to just turn you away, or you're just like, oh God, no, okay, all right?
I actually have a lot of turnoffs. Like, a lot. Yeah.
So you're picky?
If that's what you want to call it.
So you're picky? All right.
My biggest turnoff, probably, that's like not in like a mentality way, is I hate when people chew with their mouth open.
Okay.
I hate it.
Okay.
If you chew with your mouth open, I will walk out of a restaurant so fast because I think that crap is disgusting. And the people who say, I can't help it. Yes, you can. Close your mouth.
Close your mouth.
Just close your mouth. It's not that serious. You can breathe through your nose. And if you can't, then you should probably go and get it checked out. That's just my thought.
Okay.
But when it comes... I don't like people who are cocky to the point where they're mean to people.
Kind of like...
People who have a big head.
Okay.
I don't like it, because you're not better than anyone. So to treat people badly and to treat people like below you, it gives me the ick.
Okay.
Like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
We're all human.
Of course.
We should all be treated the same. It's just, don't be rude.
That's simple.
Don't be rude.
It's literally that simple.
Literally, that's probably my biggest turnoff.
Okay.
Is big-headed people. I don't like it.
So pretty much, if you have a big head, you can't help it. Like, if you were born with a big head, she don't like you.
I mean, if you're nice, I'll be okay.
All right.
But if you have a big head and you have a big head mentality, you're off my list.
All right. Fair enough. You have any other questions?
Yeah, I actually have one last question for you.
Okay.
Since you told everyone that you are newly single, there is one question on here that caught my eye, and it's, what type of traits do you want in your future partner?
My future partner? So for me, my future partner, I've just been thinking about it, lately, just because I've done a lot, ever since the breakup, I've done a lot of self-reflecting, a lot of thinking about who I am as a person, and kind of I've done a lot of, because sometimes, I don't know if everyone does this, but for me, it's been a lot of what's wrong with me. It's been a lot of what can I do, so what did I do wrong in the previous relationship for things to go wrong?
That's actually a good way of thinking about it. Not a lot of people think like that, though.
Yeah, because, regardless of why the relationship ended, there's not one relationship I know between what I've been through personally or what anyone else has gone through. If there's any type of splitting, someone is always at fault, yes, but no one's perfect. You make your mistakes in a relationship, you do things that maybe offend your partner or something like that. It's all about communication and compromise, of course. But, no one's innocent that I've really come to see. Everyone has their flaws, everyone has their things.
Just own it.
Yeah. So, I have my issues and everything like that, and I've done a lot of self-reflecting. So, for a future partner, I really want someone who's going to drive me to be my best, really. I want someone who's going to push me to be my best. Pretty much someone who I can rely on, whether it be emotionally, physically, anything, to really just support me. And I'm not saying financially, take care of me. I don't need no sugar mama, but pretty much just someone just to support me and just really be there for me mentally, encourage me to do better, push me to do better, push me to my goals. Hold me accountable. If I fuck up, tell me I fucked up.
Right.
Tell me I fuck up. Say, hey, I don't like that you did that. All right, I'm sorry. And I've done so much self-reflecting that okay, I fucked up and I'm sorry. I do apologize for that. What can we do, to fix this? I didn't realize this. I didn't realize this bothered you. So let me fix that so it does not bother you again. And to me, that's not saying that oh, you're just going to do what she wants. No, I'm going to avoid offending my partner, to make the relationship work, because that's what you want to do. You're not kissing her ass. It's all about respect. You should respect your partner at all times, regardless of what it is. And if you don't see that, then to me, flip the situation. What did you do? What you did, would you be okay with your partner doing it? That simple. Just lay it out there like that. But that's all I got. That was my future traits in a future partner.
Well, you never know. Your future partner might be listening.
She might be. We'll see.
Might be one of our listeners.
Hey,
take notes.
Take notes. Hey, you got a little journal down, makes a little bullet points. I'm just saying, do what you got to do. My favorite superhero is Batman. Keep it in mind. Keep it in mind. Just saying. But is that all you got? Any more questions?
Nope. I figured we could leave on a good one.
Yeah, definitely. Well, guys, that was the first episode of Oasis. Thank you guys. Thank you all so much.
Very lighthearted episode.
Yeah, it was definitely just a back and forth kind of thing. Just throwing out different random questions, really just getting to know each other. Well, you guys getting to know us. But it was great. It was a really good vibe. This is definitely gonna be something that you guys will be listening forward to from here on out. Just great banter between us just giving different opinions on different aspects and different situations and topics. But it's gonna be great, and it's gonna be a fun time. Just stay along for the ride. Definitely like the Facebook page we have. We definitely have an Instagram page up as well. Like I said, if you guys want a little bit more of Oasis of some previous times, there are, of course, about 15 to 16 prior episodes you're more than welcome to go listen to. The vibe's a little bit different, but they are there for you to listen to in the archives if you guys want to do that. But besides that, we're out. Thank you guys so much for listening. You have a great day.